I'm here to talk about agriculture and how we need to transition our agricultural system. And in my view, we're all going to starve, lads. That's the problem, right? And whether you think it's going to be in 10 years or 100 years, it doesn't really matter. People are already starving, and they'll continue to starve, and it'll get worse and worse until it consumes all of our society. So we have to change our agricultural system. And nobody has any easy answers, but I think we can learn a lot from the people in the so-called developing world, where about 70% of the world's population are fed off of 25% of its land area by small-scale producers, largely women, who are working the land in harmony with nature to provide for their families. And that's the kind of food system we need here in Ireland. Bought into this idea of development, this idea, this unknown goal of bringing ourselves to some kind of peak, and all that peak is giving loads of money to rich people. So why don't we go back a bit? You know what I mean? We have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people living in the urban centres, paying crazy rents, living miserable lives. Meanwhile, the rural areas are dying. The farmers are dying. They're clinging onto their land. They want to be on the land. They feel it inside of themselves to keep that land. So we have to go back to them and support them and build a new kind of system based on natural agriculture. And that's what I'm talking about currently.
Hello, I am Aideen, and I am going to talk to you about fossil fuel corporations and why we need to shut them down. So, I volunteer with a group called Not Here, Not Anywhere, and we are a campaign for a fossil-free future. So we want to see an end to oil and gas offshore drilling in Ireland, and we want to see an end to fossil fuel infrastructure like the Shannon LNG project, a huge gas terminal planned for County Kerry. And what we need is we need to get off fossil fuels, which account for 90% of our energy mix at the moment, and we need a just transition to a renewable energy system. So, to talk about our energy system, we need to talk about the fossil fuel industry. We need to talk about fossil fuel corporations. So, fossil fuel corporations caused climate change. 100 companies, only 100 companies, are responsible for 71% of all of the greenhouse gas emissions since 1988. Those are fossil fuel companies. So they have caused this problem. So what we need fossil fuel companies to take responsibility for the problem that they have caused, for causing climate change. And they knew about climate change and that they were causing it back in 1988 or 1970s. 10 years before anyone else knew. They knew that what they were doing was causing climate change, and they decided to keep burning oil and gas because they wanted to make more money. And because of that, thousands of people have died due to the effects of climate change, and still they did not act. They refused to act, and they still refuse to act. So what we need to do is we need to make them take responsibility, we need to hold them accountable, and we need to shut them down.